Hello, everybody. It's me, Rosalind Barfield, and for this week, which is week 8, our last week of this class, we were asked to do a persuasive speech. And for my speech, I chose to talk about birth control. I chose this topic because this is something that is very important to me, and I want to reach out to other females about how important it is, and hopefully, I can get some females that sees this video a chance to just really think about birth control. And what I'll be talking about is why birth control is important, the different types and forms of birth control, and what birth control may be right for you. So, first, I'll hit the topic about what is birth control. Well, birth control is a contraceptive that prevents pregnancy. It's important for girls and young teens to, if they're sexually active, they should choose some type of birth control that's right for them so that they won't have any unplanned pregnancies. Unplanned pregnancies from experience is not what these young girls should want to go through. It's hard raising a child at a very young age. And if I had have known and had someone to tell me about birth control, then I wouldn't have had a child at a young age. So, yeah, birth control is just something that prevents you from getting pregnant if you're sexually active. There are many different types of birth controls out here, and mainly that is because everyone's body is different, and everyone's body reacts different to certain medications, so they make different types of birth control to um, you know make it better for different people to choose the right type of birth control. The different types of birth control they have that I know of is they have the ring, they have the patch, they have the birth control shot, which is known as Depo-Provera. They have the pill. They have just so many different kinds. They have the sponge. They have the condom, and the only one that is 100% preventative is abstinence. That's where you don't have any sexual activities at all. You're abstaining from sex until you're ready for it. The Depo-Provera is 99.7% effective if it's taken every 3 months, which is every 11 to 12 weeks. And the pill is 99.6% effective, and that's only if it's taken every day, the same exact time, every day. And it was stated on the PlannedParenthood.org. It was stated that 99% of women the ages of 15 through 44 have used some form of birth control in their life. So it's nothing that you can be embarrassed about, but it's just something just to help us women out here that just want to wait to have kids. You want to plan to have kids. So birth control is important. The last thing that I'll be talking about is what's right for you. To determine what's right for you, what you would need to do is go to the doctor, and just talk to your personal primary physician about different types of birth control and what you should use, what you shouldn't, because some birth control can be affected by different medications that you take, and yeah, that is another thing. different type of medication can cause your birth control to fail. So it is very important that you, when you go to the doctor if you're sick and you get, they prescribe you some different kinds of medications, it's important that if you're on birth control that you ask which will this medication affect this birth control, because there have been times where women have gotten pregnant only because they didn't know and they didn't ask if that medication would affect their birth control. And I know for a fact that antibiotics, they affect birth control tremendously. They lessen the effectiveness and that can cause pregnancy too. And but yeah, just ask what's right for you. They will go over the side effects, the symptoms that you may have, and they'll help you determine which birth control is right for you. So I hope that this video has been very informative. It has persuaded different females to think about trying birth control if you're not on it and you never had it before. I hope that my video has touched someone to just let them think about, well, maybe I need to try birth control. Maybe it isn't all that bad. Because you can get birth control that no one will never even know that you're on birth control. Like with the shot, no one will never know that you're on birth control because you only get that shot every 3 months in the clinic and no one ever has to know. So I hope that you all have been persuaded to try birth control because it's very important, because that way you won't have to worry about any unplanned pregnancies, any mistakes. And not saying that kids are mistakes, because they're a blessing, but you may not be ready for a child right now, and birth control is a great option to choose, because when you're ready you can get off of birth control. But once you bring a life into this world, you're stuck with that life for the rest of your life, really. So I hope that this video has been helpful. I hope that it has persuaded some girls out there to try birth control if you never have. If you're sexually active, try birth control. And bye, you guys. And this has been a great 8 weeks. I hope you guys enjoyed my video.